Hello and welcome to the award ceremony for the inaugural GEM CIA composition competition. Despite the current pandemic and the fact that we haven't had learners using musical instruments over the past year and a half, we received over 25 entries for this competition. The competition was broken up into three categories. The first category was for our primary school learners with Chrome Music Lab. The second category was the Digital Audio Workstation Band Lab, and the third category was the notation software Noteflight. Each of these digital platforms has enabled our learners to plan, develop, and problem solve, whilst also encouraging them to be extremely creative and imaginative in the process of writing these fantastic compositions. As always, there were many difficult decisions to be made. Firstly, the shortlisting of the finalists into all three categories. I had a really difficult time in getting this shortlist down from the over 25 original compositions. And the compositions that I have shortlisted, they are all winners in their own individual ways. In addition to picking a winner from each category, I was also able to pick out a few further gems within the shortlist, which I have awarded highly commended. So, on to the winners of this year's composition competition. From the Chrome Music Lab category, the winner is Jared for his composition Press G. Jared submitted a number of different compositions to me. I shortlisted two of them. Each of his compositions showed a really good handle over creating music and composing amazing little ideas. With Press G, he began to tackle some very unusual and interesting rhythms, which I have no doubt would be really useful in the future when he starts to look at using more advanced composition tools such as Noteflight and BandLab. From the BandLab entries, it was a very tough category. We had entries from year 7, year 8, and year 9. And the winner from that category is Leanne from year 7 for her composition Lunar Fantasy. I really liked Leanne's original idea that she recorded herself. And not only that, she was also able to take the samples from the BandLab library, and she showed confidence and an understanding of how to use things like automation to blend in the different textures that she was creating. I think for all of our learners, the next step with BandLab is to do exactly that, to take these samples from the Loop library and make them your own. Rather than just using them and putting them into your composition, you need to begin to look at how we can use effects to make something that is more unique and more personal to you. And finally, the Noteflight category. Probably the hardest category of all, as shown by just the sheer number of entries that I've put onto the shortlist. It was really difficult to shortlist the candidates. Every single one of these compositions that is on the shortlist, like I said before, has a lot of merit and they all have winning characteristics about them. Of those that were shortlisted, I got the final number of really advanced, really winning compositions down to around 4. And I've struggled to narrow this down to one winner. And I've gone backwards and forwards between around 3 or 4 of these compositions. But the winner of the Noteflight category is Nadine Zara Faisal from year 8. All of the learners, the winners, the highly commended, and those that took part will all be receiving an email containing a certificate. I hope that all of the learners have enjoyed the opportunity to take part in this composition. If they would like any feedback from me, they're more than welcome to send me a Teams message to see where they can go to improve their composition in the future. Thank you for all the entries. I look forward to seeing the compositions grow in standard across CIA over the next year. And I wish you all an amazing summer break. Thank you.